The next sign is that you start neglecting yourself. You start neglecting your personal and your emotional needs. Now, the next sign is sleep disturbance and change in sleep patterns. You have worked all night, which kind of isolates you from what the rest of the world. Some carers can now be a victim of drug or alcohol abuse. So in my next video, I'll be giving you tips on how to deal with burnout and how to take care of your health as a mental health. Welcome to my channel. My name is Adora. Today I'll be giving you tips on how to take care of your mental health and how to avoid burnout as a carer. Okay, so we all know the job is quite a demanding one. In as much as it's a rewarding one, you also need to take care of yourself psychologically, mentally, and physically. And by so doing, when you are fit on your own, you are able to look after people. So first of all, you can't give what you don't have. You need to take care of your physical, your mental, and your psychological health. First of all, before you are able to look after people as a carer. So by so doing, you really need to take your own mental health into serious consideration. Now, the first step is take enough breaks at work. Do not underestimate the power of even a 15-minute break. It can do a lot of good to your health and your mental well-being. I remember when I was working as a healthcare assistant, I really did not like to take my breaks because I felt, anyway, I'm not tired. So what's the point going on a break? I can just carry on. But later I discovered that it was actually telling on me in the sense that even when I got tired and I still carried on with my job, it was actually weighing me down. I was getting really, really anxious. I was getting really tired. I was getting very weak, but I knew I had to sit down at some point and rest. But I always felt like, why just rest? Why don't you just carry on? You still have the strength. But in the long run, it is a very dangerous act. Take your breaks. If it's a 15 minutes break, go for it. If it's a 30 minutes break, go for it. Even if all you need to do is just sit down and let some air into your body, it's better than nothing. So stick to your breaks and enjoy the most of it. Secondly, you should eat well before your shifts. A hungry man is an angry man. Honestly, when you are hungry, you tend to misbehave a lot. You tend to get angry. You tend not to concentrate. You tend to be so scattered all over the place because at that moment, you are feeling very, very anxious. You are feeling very, very uncomfortable. You just want something to calm you down a bit. And that is the power of food. No matter how little that food is, put something in your tummy before you go to work so that you will be strengthened enough to carry yourself on your feet. You will be strong enough to do what you're required of the day. Also, rest well during your off days. Take advantage of your off days and utilize it very well to give your body a break. Your body needs that break. Some people could work as long as 5 days on a roll and they have 2 days to rest, but instead of them to rest at that little 2 days they have, they still feel like going to pick 1 or 2 more shifts elsewhere, or they still feel like doing something else elsewhere that is still termed as work instead of rest. Your body needs to calm down from the previous activities you have subjected it to during your shift. You need to be able to take some time out and rest your body. Relax your nerves, relax your joints, relax every part of your body so that you will be well energized to get back to work when you need to. Another point is that you have to socialize with your friends outside of work. The thing is that the workplace generally can be very overwhelming. If you're someone that works from day to day in a particular place, at some point it could get very boring and tiring and very overwhelming, seeing the same faces every day, doing the same activities every day. It's just a monotonous thing, just a circle. You just keep going around in circles. So it's very advisable you also socialize with people that have nothing to do with your work outside of your work so that you can still be in touch with what's happening in the world, what's happening outside your work culture, what's happening out there. And it's also very important in helping you to relax, because when you relax, when you interact with people that have nothing to do with your job, it gives you this breath of fresh air that you actually need to be able to carry on your job. Because like I said, the job can be very overwhelming. The more you socialize outside of work, the better it helps you to cope with the stress the job gives you. The next point is exercise regularly. Now, do not underestimate the power of exercise. You do not only need exercise to lose weight or to maintain weight, but you need it to keep fit. You need it to keep yourself healthy. You need it to keep your body and mind in one beat. Exercise from time to time. This will actually help you to overcome the stress that must have accumulated during the course of your job. And the last but not the least is speak out about your feelings. Now, one thing I have come to understand about some people is that they tend to think they have this macho man kind of attitude. They have this superhero kind of personality, even when they are dying inside, even when they are being burnt out, even when fatigue, tiredness, and depression is eating them from within, they still try to bring out this front that they are fine, they can cope with what they're going through, they can endure the stress of whatever it is that is actually pulling them down. But it would really, really surprise you to know that a lot of carers are going through stress, are going through a lot inside of them, but they're not able to speak out because they think that probably if they speak out, they'll be looked at as weaklings. If they speak out, they will be termed as not fit enough to do the job, or if they speak out, they will be termed as lazy when it comes to executing their jobs. It's very important for you to speak out. If you are experiencing any of the signs that could lead to a carer's burnout or fatigue, people die of mental health depression. People die of depression. People die of anxiety. People die of stress. I hope you understand. People die of all these things. So the earlier you speak out, the better for you. Now, how does speaking out actually help? And who do you speak to? You can speak to a mental health professional, someone that has the expertise knowledge, someone that can actually explain to you or counsel you on how to manage your life and manage yourself as a carer. You could speak out to family and friends. These are people that will also be able to advise you on what to do or actually help you to relieve the stress. They are people that will give you support, that will give you moral support, people that might, just try to help you alleviate yourself from that point where you think you are drowning or you are getting depressed. Another people you should speak out to is your colleagues at work, your fellow carers, because by so doing, they might be able to share with you what they are also passing through. You rub minds, and then you see that you might not even be the only one in that situation. And it will surprise you to know that when you hear other people's experiences, that might also encourage you to continue your job doing the good things you were doing, and it might even strengthen you the more. So the power of speaking out cannot be underestimated at all. Speak out when it matters before it is too late. Thank you very much for watching, and I do hope you subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much, and God bless you.